Alright guys, I'm back with my Ring of Honor TV review for June 9th, 2012, and this show was amazing. They billed it as Richards versus Edwards 4, and it delivered. This was a great main event match, got a lot of time, was most of the show. I think the match actually started around 30 minutes, the 30-minute mark, so they didn't even have many commercials for it, so it was just a long, great match. For television, it was amazing. So just on to the show. It starts with Elgin versus Matt Taven. Elgin has new ring gear. He didn't have the mouthpiece that Truth pulls off. He's just got like a black robe. I actually heard Matt Taven was at a FCW show recently. Jimmy Jacobs was also there, but he didn't wrestle on the show. However, Matt Taven did apparently work on the show. Truth does commentary for this match. He was amazing as usual. He calls Kevin Kelly Kevin Smelly. Just stupid, but if you know the Truth Martini gimmick, it actually works that he says something stupid like that. He says everything's fine with the House of Truth. Truth says that the next thing he wants is Tag Team Gold. He issues a challenge to the Briscoes, and he has two new guys he won't name, who I guess are now part of the House of Truth. His Guardians of Truth. The only problem he has is when he read the obituary this morning, Nigel's name wasn't in it. So he was pretty good on commentary here. I'm curious to find out who his tag team is. He says it's not Elgin or Roderick. So whoever the Guardians of Truth is, that should be pretty interesting. Elgin hits the Buckle Bomb and the Spinning Power Bomb for the win. So it was a decent match. Backstage, Eddie Edwards says he needs to beat Davey tonight so he can get a title shot. Kevin Kelly brings out World's Greatest Tag Team. They recap the Border Wars, where they use the ether rag to put down Mark Briscoe, and Charlie Haas comes out to the ring and he says the same thing they just showed in the recap. How Mark Briscoe was covered in so much chicken grease, he had to take a rag and wipe him down and then choke him out. Verbatim, the exact same thing. But anyway, Shelton says that when you shake hands, anything goes, and they can't be fined or suspended. He calls All Night Express a lame team. All Night Express comes out. Kenny King says they come out with their old-ass jokes, their old-ass skin, and their old-ass moves from 10 years ago. I thought that was a great line. Rhett Titus says that they never got their title shot and will become the new champs. This kind of turns into a fight. All Night Express works over Shelton, and Kenny counts to 3 while Rhett pins him. I like this segment because I wasn't really feeling this match for the pay-per-view. It didn't really have any build at all. It just kind of felt like it was thrown on the show. However, with this segment, it really made me more interested in seeing this match, and that's good because, like I said before, I wasn't really feeling it. So now I thought this was a good way to set this up as kind of more of a feud with World's Greatest Tag Team, All Night Express. Jay Briscoe promo on his Texas Death Match with Charlie Haas for the West Virginia show. Backstage, Roderick is pissed off about Ciampa being added to the match with Lethal at Best in the World. He says he has to wrestle him in next week's TV taping also. Then we see the Embassy, Prince Nana and R.D. Evans. They say something about Ciampa and his match at Best in the World. This felt like they were teasing a possible split with Ciampa leaving the Embassy. Nana was saying something about how he was telling Ciampa not to get involved with this match, to just forget about the TV title, and then R.D. Evans tries to do his damage control and says, we're looking forward to the match, that's all we're going to say. So to me, that sounds like they're teasing a split, and I don't really know what they're going to do with Ciampa here. I do like Tommaso Ciampa. So if he leaves the Embassy, I mean, is he still going to be a heel, or what's going to happen with him? Because he's definitely a heel guy. Everything about him screams heel, so I'm not really sure what they're going to do with him here. Jay Lethal says Ciampa only got into the match at Best in the World because he cried and whined about it, and now Roderick's crying. Kyle O'Reilly says the hybrid fighting rules for his match with Adam Cole is to hurt Cole, and then Cole says it's a pro wrestling match and he will win no matter what the stip is. Davey Richards versus Eddie Edwards. Awesome match. I mean, this was a great match. Steve Corino comes out to do commentary, tries to put over the whole Kevin Steen taking over Ring of Honor thing. I thought he did a good job on commentary. Just a few cool spots in this match. Eddie goes for the backpack chin breaker, and Richards turns into an armbar. This looked awesome. At one point, Richards actually whips Eddie's arm down on the apron, and this looked brutal. This was a devastating move here. I was like, holy shit, that was awesome. Richards was kind of acting like a heel here. The fans were chanting for Eddie. He was doing his gimmick where at Border Wars he was acting like a heel in the Kevin Steen match, and he was actually doing the same thing here. However, at the end he did shake Eddie's hand, and he was doing, it was weird. It was like he was a tweener here, but fans were definitely treating Richards like a heel. Jimmy Jacobs comes out, distracts Richards. Richards misses his missile dropkick, and Edwards pins him, getting the win. Eddie didn't know about Jimmy Jacobs, so after the match he's like, what happened? But Richards is like, don't worry about it, you won. I thought this was good because it's a good way to keep Eddie and Richards strong. I wasn't really sure what they were going to do. Eddie needed to win this match to stay moving up the ranks so he eventually gets a title shot. But, you know, Davey Richards has the match at the pay-per-view, so you had to keep both guys strong. I thought bringing in Jimmy Jacobs was a good way to do that and keep both guys looking strong here tonight. And, I mean, it was just a great match all around. Great episode of Ring of Honor this week. Next week we get Tommaso Ciampa versus Roderick Strong. I believe Steve Corino said he's going to interview Kevin Steen, so next week's episode should also be really good. I'm curious to see what they do, if they're going to tease this Embassy split some more next week. But yeah, I'm very happy with this week's episode of Ring of Honor, and because I like Ciampa and I like Roderick Strong, I expect next week's match to be amazing between these two also. So yeah, guys, that's my review of this week's Ring of Honor TV show. Hope you guys liked the review. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments below, and thanks for watching.